All right, world. I'm just trying to kind of catalog what has been a dream of mine for some time. And my journey on finding that dream and getting small doses of that dream. We're definitely not to end game, but we're definitely heading in the correct direction. I have spent the last 6 years in Arizona, and I was born and raised in Iowa. I have done a little bit of farming, some gardening, but nothing big, but I always had the dream to do it. And now I'm getting the opportunity to not only do it for myself, but for my daughter, who is 2 now, gonna be 3 in October. We came back to Iowa, and we're currently staying with her friend on their property in an RV, which has been very interesting. Don't know a whole lot of people that have done tiny home living, but we're working on getting to a place where we can get our own place. So I'm just kind of trying to catalog my journey, if not for myself, for others who definitely are looking for something more in this world. You know, this society in general has become so mainstream, and I would love to just get back to our roots and learn to live more off the land. So in this, my friend has already started a small scaled homestead. She does her own chickens, which now I have chickens too, and I will show them to you in a moment. We're all definitely learning. There's definitely a learning curve to everything. We are gardening. I am experimenting with some container gardening, just so in case we do get home here in the near future, I would like to be able to move some of my plants and be able to continue that on our own land. But as of right now, we have about 40 chickens, 40 or 46. We're raising these chicks up. We have adults that are laying. They're my friends. And she, of course, had a bunch of eggs. She hatched them. And so we're raising, we do use the chickens for dual purpose. So not only are they giving us eggs, but we will also use them for meat to help get through the winter. And as we know, in 2021, meat prices have went up. Thank you, 2020. But yeah, so we are starting from scratch, from Phoenix to a small 800 population town in central Iowa. I'm actually from southeast Iowa, and this part of Iowa is beautiful. I love northern Iowa. We were looking at stuff when we were coming down from South Dakota, and it is just so beautiful. And as a young adult leaving my home and what I knew to go to a city, which I did not know. Fun fact about me, I have severe anxiety. So going to a city definitely had me learning how to be in a diverse community, with large amounts of people, traffic, things that you don't get. I'm just a small town girl, and I'm so grateful now for where I came from, the people that I come from. I know being in a city really humbled me to where I'm from, and that Midwestern culture that you always hear about. It was crazy to me when I no longer had that in my life, and now that I am a mother, I I want my daughter to grow up where I grew up. I want her to have the culture and have the love thy neighbor motto. So here we are, and I would like to try to record my journey. There are so many people out there who have dreamed and dreamed and dreamed and are doing anything and everything to get to that dream, and this is my dream. So may not be perfect, okay? It's a work in progress, but it's definitely a step in the direction I want to be heading. So let me take you through just a little bit of what we got going on. Mind you, we're all still learning. A lot of this is experimental. I am not the chicken lady. I would love to become the chicken lady, but as of right now, my friend, she knows a lot more about them than I do. I've had very small exposure to chickens growing up. I was around them, but I wasn't actually caring for them. I have, okay, so animals total, I've got chickens. I have 3 cats. I also am very into the idea of eventually fostering special need kittens and cats, getting them prepared to go to forever homes. One of my cats, I actually adopted her and her sister. They were bottle fed, and I got them from my best friend. They were amazing. One of the little girls, though, she definitely needed to be in a 1-cat household. My bad, sorry. And so I had to rehome her, and she was my world. But right before that, there was a male cat outside of our house, and he was just so loving. He was definitely someone's cat at some point. I brought him in so that way he was safe, and we tried to find his home. He had no chip. I was posting him everywhere, and ultimately I chose to keep him because I couldn't find his owners. And then I have Annalise. She was my impulsive kitty. Technically, you know, there was a cat outside that had babies, so she was one of the kittens that needed rehomed, and I took her home, and that's how I ended up with 3 cats, who I've always been a dog person, but turns out I really like cats. So we have 3 cats. We currently have 1 dog. She was a rescue as well. She is a boxer golden retriever mix. She was severely abused. I only have the paperwork from Maricopa County Animal Control, and she was very abused. They could tell just by the generalized assessment, you know, of her demeanor. Sorry, that is Blue. He is very, very vocal. And so we rescued her about a month or 2 before we made our long trip from Phoenix to here. It was a 16-day road trip because that was also our vacation. So we have her, and I've really brought her out of her shell. I'm hoping one day she can be a guardian dog for my livestock. But she is definitely a work in progress. Then here soon we are getting a teacup chihuahua. And we're really excited about baby Theo. Getting them from my dad and his wife. But we don't have him yet. So we have the chickens, which I will show. Let's see. Okay, sorry about that. I could not figure it out. This is still a new phone. So in here we have a bunch of our babies. We've got some Turkins in here. That is Blue. That is the only rooster at this point. Or only adult rooster. Guarantee you through all the babies we have quite a few males. And then we've got some Silkies in here. We do have 1 Polish adult. That is little Miss Elvis. These are Javas. Hi ladies. I know I don't have any food for you. They are really emotionally distraught that we have no food. These girls get so excited. The rooster that was in here with them, we just had to call because he was killing babies, and he was really tore up these girls. And so he is just no longer a part of the flock. Oh, girls. Hi, baby. Hi. Yeah. Such sweet girls. They really are. My friend, she is trying to do show birds, or show quality of the Javas. So we have some of those babies in a brooder. And I have 3 Polish babies that I got. And I ended up getting some Midnight Moran, or Midnight Majesty Moran. There we go. So anyway, we do have some broody girls. Yep. And here is one little lovely lady. Excuse you, miss. Come on. And she is sitting on false eggs. Those ones are not actual eggs. So let's check this other girl. Oh, we got 2 girls in here. Look at them. They just all try to shove themselves in the nest. It's so ridiculous. Alright, come on. Okay. 1 egg. We should have more, so I wonder if they're hatching somewhere else. Or not hatching, but laying. Unless Tamara has already been out here. No, here we have an egg in the corner. You better not be laying up here. Come there, sweet girl. Alright, just double checking. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Alright. It's strange. Usually they have already had so many more. Alright. So that is Javas, or what we call the Java pen. And then obviously we have the soaks, but I need to lay these eggs down. Alright, now Blue, which is the rooster over here, he tends to be lately establishing his dominance with us. But he is a cuddly, beautiful, beautiful boy. Yes. Right. Oh, hi, baby Soap. Hi. Look at all of them just crowding in here. Oh, we got an egg over here. All right. Yeah, I'm assuming she came out here because we only have 2 in here as well. We're averaging about 7 to 9 eggs a day as of right now. All right, now I'm going to show you my temporary coop I just got because wood prices have went up. So as of right now, we're trying to get some of our debts collected and everything. I haven't been able to really be able to afford lumber at the prices it's at right now. So we just kind of get this mini coop. We're going to be building a run here this weekend or so. And all these guys that are in here are still babies. But we have got some Midnight Majesties. That's what these little black ones are. Now there's a couple random black silky crosses in here. And that blue guy over there, that is my baby Blue. This is exactly how Blue looked as a baby. And I just love the way Blue looks. So I'm really hoping that this rooster, or it's looking like a rooster, is going to end up, not that one, the one farther back there. I'm really hoping that he's going to look like him in the end. Obviously they're not laying or anything. So 4 eggs. I I really feel that she came out here. These are our chickens. And actually, when we called the rooster that was here in the Java pen, that was my first experience of having to call something. Talk about intriguing. And then we have the garden. We tried doing some mulching just with this bedding that we've already been using with the chickens. This garden in general, it is not established. We need to come in here and weed again, and hopefully in the next couple of years it's more established for her. We do have, this is a muskmelon. Each of our significant others wanted a melon. One chose a watermelon, the other one chose a muskmelon. But it was trying to trellis up this makeshift fence that we had to put around because we had rabbits coming into the garden. Here we have, this is a cucumber, a pickling cucumber, and it is just trellising its way up. Look at those little trendles, those are just adorable. So this is where the cucumbers are. Whatever animal, I'm assuming rabbits, that we had coming in, they were taking out. We've had to replant multiple times. This part of the area had a bunch of animal bedding with chicken poop, and it wasn't composted, and they just tilled it in. So we're thinking this area honestly is pretty contaminated because our beans are just not doing what they should. I think these are Blue Lakes. And then we got peppers, not hot peppers. Some different small variety of tomatoes. 2 patio tomatoes, which are now flowering. This one is a yellow pear. And it actually has some fruit. I've set some fruit already. Where did your little fruits go, darling? Oh, there they are. They are just down here. They're still little guys. I'm so excited. I have honestly never seen a yellow pear tomato. So I am super excited to see them grow. Like I said, I'm not an experienced gardener. But I've always dibble-dabbled, and I've always had somewhat of a green thumb. Just large-scale gardening I've never done. Our cabbage patch, which has done amazing. With our corn, the taller corn over there, that actually is a seed that I now cannot find anywhere, yet I bought it in a local big box store. It is a triple white corn hybrid. So it's beautiful white sweet corn, and I'm so excited for it. But now I'm going to have to collect seed from it because I can't find the seed anywhere. I don't know if everyone likes it. I have no idea. And then we had to replant all the corn here because what other package of corn I used, it was bad. Nothing turned around. There was no germination. So we've got some corn growing here. Here is all of our beans. They are flowering now. We have potatoes. I honestly, I can't remember what kind. But they are flowering, and they have just done amazing. How everything that we've put in here for the most part was, we had a lot of transplanted plants that we just got from, the local feed store. But some of it, we actually sowed into the ground ourselves. Here we have some different tomatoes. I was not hopeful for these guys. These guys are really stunted. They were put in the same time the other ones were, and they just really haven't went anywhere. And these are, big varieties, so I was really expecting more. They are finally starting to catch up a little bit now. Hoping for the best. These right here are some hot peppers. Somewhere in here, I think he's over there, we have a jalapeno. I was trying to grow an okra right here, but I think the weeds just took over and it didn't work out. Then we have our squash area. And, like I've said, we're not experienced gardeners, but we definitely want to be growing our own food. We do have onions too. We definitely want to move in the direction And it's all about learning. Honestly, I'm a hands-on learner. I mean, I love watching videos and reading books and whatnot, but it is not the same as actually getting out there and doing it. And now I'm in a situation where I can. I'm very fortunate in that sense. So that is the big garden. It is primarily hers. Now I help take care of it and everything, but she was going to make a garden either way. So I mean, I definitely put some stuff in there, and I'm going to help maintenance it, and we'll help harvest and all of that. But my actual project is up here. I am experimenting a lot with container gardening. I know that you can grow a lot of things in a lot of places. I just personally have never done it. At least to this degree. I think I did potatoes in a 5-gallon bucket before. But right now, I'm about as crazy as the people going out and buying every container they can for gasoline, because I'm buying 5-gallon buckets for my container garden. Right, sorry about the lighting. But this is it. So I have corn in here. This is more of that white triple crown hybrid. Like I said, this is experiments. I'm not doing things perfectly. I'm just honestly trying to see what I can do. So far I've been surprised. It's been really hot. We have not got enough rain this season, and I'm having to water a lot more, but this container garden is just going crazy. Even with the heat and some of the things against it. This little guy right here is just a purple cabbage. I don't actually know the variety because we bought it and it literally stated, oh no, this is a red jewel. I lied. They did state what variety it is. Most of the time they just tell you purple or green cabbage. This is a Brussels sprout. Now, mind you, everything needs watered. It's just been so dry, and I'm losing. Oh, look right in there. It's a broccoli. This is a broccoli plant. And it's actually, it is creating a broccoli. I didn't know that. That is the first time for me seeing that. These were just wildflowers that I had planted. I dumped the whole package in there, just kind of seeing what it would do. It was doing great, but the heat now is just wiping out and thinning it out. There's still a lot that is doing good, but there is a lot that has died out. Oh, look at that little baby grasshopper. Oh, buddy. Please don't eat my whole garden. Please. I'm also trying organic gardening. I'm trying not to do any insecticides or anything. Here is some burgundy pole beans. And I did these like makeshift trellises. Now, obviously, they're probably going to have to get a lot bigger. But these guys are doing pretty good so far. These were all the bare root strawberries of different varieties that I have gotten within the last couple of weeks. There's been a lot of sales on them. I see why, because they're just not doing anything. I have probably bought 40 bare roots, and I have got one to successfully do something, which I will show you my strawberry area in a minute. So right here we have two different types of peas. One's an early frost. I think that's the variety, is early frost, and I can't remember what the other one. It's a dwarf sweet pea, I think. I can't fully remember. I would have to look at my seeds. And then in the middle we have some carrots going. Now it is hot, so the carrots might not do anything at all. This is a berry bush. We've got some berries. This is a mulberry. It was in the way and the roots got pretty messed up, and I said, you know what, I want to try to just put it in a bucket, see if I can get it to bring it back. And it didn't have any leaves at all, and this mulberry is trying to live. Okay, it is really trying to live. I love it. I am really excited for it, honestly. It's the start of our new journey. This one is a blueberry that I had got. I don't think that it's going to do anything. It's called Blue Crop. But I'm trying to give it a chance. Let's see, here was another one that I got that is obviously green and beautiful and growing. Here, I got more blueberry bushes because they were on clearance at Walmart. But we got this guy. Had a decent amount of berries. Of course, I picked the ones that had the most berries. This one is a peaches and sherbet, I think. Oh, peach sherbet. Blueberry. which I just thought was unique. I really like the leaves and how bushy it was. So I have the 3 blueberries, or 4, hopefully 5. This guy right here, I had got at the local feed store. This is, I'm trying to do more heirlooms than anything. This one is an heirloom. It is a green zebra. It did have 1 fruit, which is this guy when I got it. Now it has like tripled in size so far. But I don't know if you can see the striping in it. I might have to come out when it's better lighting. But it's just so beautiful. I am really excited. It's got other flowers going off. I'm hoping for a really good harvest out of it. This guy is an old German. It is an heirloom too. I don't have any flowers on it yet, but it still is small compared to my other ones. This one right here is Cherokee Purple. This one supposedly really grows well in the Midwest. It is an heirloom. So I'm excited. I don't see any fruits on it yet, but we do have flowering, so fruits will come. But it is looking really good. This right here is just, oh, let's see. This one's the cherry. Is this the cherry or the grape? Yep, this one's the cherry tomato. It does have some fruit. At least one. Nope, there's 2. Oh, there's 3. It's making another one. It has just went crazy since I got it. This guy, I believe, is also a red cherry. So I'd gotten 2 red cherries. So yeah, that would have to be it. And then right here, this is actually a strawberry patch. My friend said that there was a lot of issues with rabbits and stuff. So when I love strawberries. And so when I thought of doing the strawberries, I wanted to make sure they were off the ground. And I seen a really cool YouTube video on just converting your basic laundry hamper and some burlap and soil, obviously, and plants, and turning it into a container garden for either strawberries or lettuce. So I chose to do my strawberry in it. I just put these guys in here so they need a chance to establish their roots inside before they really start perking up. This is my only bare root that has survived of the Albion. Albion. And then all of these guys I've had in for a good month and a half or so. It's just so luscious and freaking beautiful. Oh, and we have a strawberry. And he is ready. I am going to have to let my daughter pick that. She loves strawberries. I've actually been trying to hide the strawberry patch from her, which is hard to do because it's right in front of the property. This is actually a Deliz variety that I had got at the local feed store, and I was really excited. It was the only one that they had. And then Cabot is the other one that are just so gorgeous, and they're so luscious. Honestly, my first strawberry off this patch was the best strawberry I've ever tasted in my life. I've got 4 different varieties here now. I am trying to go with more everbearing strawberries, but I love strawberries in general, so I'll honestly probably do any of them. I have some alpine strawberries growing, wild strawberries growing inside that I planted from seed. All right, and so this guy is my grape tomato. He actually does have fruit. I'm trying to remember where, but I did see a fruit yesterday, I think. It was either yesterday or the day before. I am sorry because now I just can't find it. It is so hard when they're just green. Green and tiny. But there is a fruit on here. Somewhere or another. There is a fruit. Sight of a bird or something pecking and taking it off. And then I've got all these green onions that we just had from the store. And I put them in water and grew roots and just put them back in here because I love my green onion with, some scrambled eggs. It's really, really good. It's really good. It's great for breakfast. So I just like, prolonging it as long as possible and getting as much out of that as we can. And why can I not? For the life of me, I cannot find this fruit. Huh. Maybe I was wrong. I don't think so, because the moment... Oh, no, here he is. Oh, there he is. Oh, sorry, it's trying to, like, focus. And it is just not going to focus, but... Oh, there he is. Little baby guy. That one is a grape tomato. Alright, guys, so... I have one more thing to show. I think I'm going to wrap this up because it's probably going to be long. Now I have to figure out how to edit and maybe post it to the world or just keep it for myself. Don't know. This is our fairy garden, our daughter's first fairy garden that we just planted last weekend. It is adorable. I am uber jealous. This is my mini rose bush, and that red one is a knockout rose. The other three are mini roses. And this is my old man's. It's dragon breath. Just so beautiful. He really, really enjoyed it. So we went ahead and got it, and I potted it, and it's just right outside our RV door. So I gotta walk out to Beauty. Oh, I did mention that we were going to go see the brooder, so that's where we got all our babies. Well, all the young babies that aren't ready to be out and about yet. So here are all these little guys. They are just everywhere, and of course we're not going to be able to see, and I can't lift this top because they're going to bolt. They're going to get out of here. But there's 3 Polishes, and can't remember how many show quality Javas. But we were really excited. We took them out the other day, and they're just getting huge. Alright, guys. Don't have much more to show. Like I said, we're not extremely experienced in all of this, but I just want to kind of vlog my journey and let people know that dreams take time. My life is, I'm a very impatient person. So one of the toughest lessons in life that I have or am trying to learn is everything takes time. And this is the beginning of one of our journeys. And I hope that we make it to the end. And for as determined as I am, I know we'll get there. I don't have a time frame on it. But I do know that I am very passionate about this. I'm passionate about learning. I'm passionate about learning to be more self-sustainable than what we are right now and how we were in a city. And I have been blessed. Our friends, they took us in with open arms when we were coming from a really long ways. And at first, I honestly didn't want to. And now I'm so glad that I have, because I have been able to experience more in the last month and a half, 2 months that we have been here than I have in years, almost a decade in Phoenix. So I don't know. I hope that I can show you that it's not all pretty and gorgeous, and we're not always where we want to be. But as long as we keep striving to be there, one day we can get there. It just takes that determination and that drive and finding ourselves within that journey. And that's currently where we are. And I'm hoping that I have the courage to actually post this and start networking with other homesteaders or want to be homesteaders and just share the information. There's so much that we can get from this type of lifestyle, and there's so much that I don't know. And I definitely want to learn it. I'm currently doing this on a phone, so I'm sorry. I know a lot of YouTubers and streamers and all of that utilize cameras. Well, I just don't have that, or they're honestly the money to get that. So right now we're just trying it on my phone and it's probably going to honestly look very home video like. And technology is just way advanced, and it's crazy that now we do things like this. So I'm gonna try it, and I just hope for support and knowledge along the way, and know that I am not experienced, but I want to be one day. So thank you. I hope that y'all keep coming back, and I hope that I can stay dedicated to trying to put this out there for you, and for myself, so I can see where we came from and see where we will be one day.